Good afternoon, all the respected fellow citizens, members of the press.
Mingdu harmo, mabobo no haja mingdu harmo, mingdu harmo.
Okay. Nilachandra Kumomayum, a member of the MCC, the Delhi Meitei Coordinating Council Committee. Right, today first of all, I want to pass on my respects for all of the respected individuals and the media fraternity here for being here to support the cause we are gathered here. And yes, our DMCC convener, Dr. Rajesh, and our advisor, Sir Rajan, and Sister Sangita, the spokesperson of the youth wing, DMCC. They all have covered the concern we are gathered here today very well. And I do not want to repeat the whole thing once again, but want to share a glimpse of the same and what it interprets and seems to like the kind of message that that it tries to pass on to the public and the local people of Manipur, not only towards the Meitei community, but all the citizens, all the people of Manipur. First of all, I would want to highlight the importance of the logic, the idea behind the Shirui Lily festival that is being organized in an attempt with an idea to foster the relationship among different communities living in Manipur to build a healthy community together, multi-community existence in the state of Manipur, to form an integral and peaceful coexistence of Manipur. And the very unfortunate event that we just witnessed is a regiment, Maha Regiment from the Indian Central Forces, who are deployed there to ensure the restoration of peace during this violence that has been there for the past 2 years. And the act that came out in front of the public was in contrary to the civic sense that all we have, why the central forces are being deployed. It is everyone's civic sense. Anyone who has a civic sense would understand the idea behind deploying our army personnel there is to restore the normalcy there. But in the contrary, they try to distort the idea of very existence of Manipur. Why am I calling this term? Because the bus, the vehicle on which the media personals were traveling was a vehicle owned by the very state-owned transport department, Manipur State Transport, right? And that was not from the opposing community included in the violence that came up with such an heinous act. And it is very unfortunate that that happens to be the representatives of those who are supposed to be there, who are supposed to be deployed there in order to restore normalcy. And the very act of asking to remove the name Manipur from a vehicle plying very within the land of Manipur, soil of Manipur, it somewhere reflects the idea implicate the idea of exclusion of, or it can be in a better way, we can term it, it is trying to demonstrate or portray the image that Manipur doesn't exist anymore anywhere in the map of India. Means India is very has a partial interest or not at all interested about the interest of Manipur, the people of Manipur. Like it's like an omission of the figure, so-called name Manipur from the map of India. It is not me that who's saying this line, but the act itself seems to interpret the meaning I have cited. So today I stand before all of the respected individuals here and with a very heavy heart, yet with an unwavering conviction to address the issue and bring it to the attention of our very respected Prime Minister of India, the Home Minister of India, and the Defense Minister of India to look into this matter. And here again, I want to recall and remind the people here again that the people of Manipur have so far endured the violence for past 2 years. It's been more than 2 years that we have endured the violence, ongoing violence. So therefore, with our utmost humility, but with the full force of people's collective voice, I would like to appeal to the leadership in the government today, that is, Sir Prime Minister, Home Minister, and Defense Minister, that we implore your immediate intervention in this matter. A thorough and impartial inquiry is not just desired, but essential to ascertain the facts, hold any individual responsible, accountable, and ensure such an incident never recurs that misrepresents the interest of democracy and fails to resonate the act of democracy in the country. And here again, so while saying this, we also are ready here to coordinate and work with the government if they come forward seeking assistance from us. We are all the way there to support any such step towards restoring normalcy in the state of Manipur. And having said this, I don't want to separate Manipur from the idea of integral India, one India. But had it been any other state apart from Manipur, it should not have been there. And I would again want to reiterate the same thing, that let's not treat Manipur differently from any other state. Let's take an example of my very body itself. I cannot be partial towards any of the organs in my body. They all are equally important. We have 5 fingers that have different shapes and sizes, but without any of those, the grip wouldn't have been possible. So let's stop being partial in terms of size, shape, color, creed, and religion here. And let's understand the importance of each and every entity that makes up one India, that builds up the idea of one one India, one nation. So that is why again I would want to humbly request with utmost due respect the Prime Minister, Home Minister and Defense Minister of India to look at the matter and address it to its entirety. I think, yes, I have covered. That is all I had. Thank you so very much for giving me a chance to be here and keep my word in this. Thank you.
Good evening to all the media fraternity and my friends, colleagues, and my seniors. As all my colleagues have already deliberately narrated yesterday's very shocking and sad incident, I'd like to first come upon the point that yesterday's incident to the fraternity of media of Manipur, it's not only to the media of Manipur, it is to all the media fraternity of our nation, that it has given a signal that media, since everybody, all of us, we know that it's a most powerful pillar of democracy country, and it is against the democracy, against the people of India, against the people of those responsible citizens of our country, that the armed forces who are deployed to protect our civilians, protect our brothers and sisters who are traveling to the Shiroi festivals, but they have stopped the media which that carrying the bus that is also a government bus, Manipur state government bus, and that is invited by the government itself and the director of this tourism. Since then, they have asked to remove the name of Manipur. Here is a very serious matter. My media friends, please highlight this in this national media. It is not only insult to the media of Manipur, it is insult to all the nation, all media fraternity of our nation. Since if in our soil itself, in our state itself, if we are asked to remove the name of a state, that means you are asking the name of our nation, India, to be removed. That's it, what I want to highlight to the nation. That, see, if we have a lot of histories, Manipur, which have sacrificed a lot since pre-independence eras. We fought together for an independent country. See, the first national flag was hosted in Manipur, Moirang, by our great leaders, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, by the INA, Indian National Army Azad Hind Force. That during that period, that all the people of Manipur have helped to achieve the independence of India. And now today you have been asking us to live in such a horrible way. Since last 2 years, especially to the Meitei communities, we are not allowed to travel in any part of the Manipur except in some few parts of the valleys. That means, where is our right of freedom, right to movement, freedom of speech, and the responsibility of the government of India, of a citizen, that should be protected. And it is not only to the central government I would like to blame, but all to the politicians and all to the leaders of the nation. Why still today you are keeping silence? What is happening in Manipur? Since last 2 years, more than 2 years, we have been suffering. How many people have been killed? How many innocent people have been abducted and missing people? But still there is not such an action has been taken to the so-called illegal immigrants. That is signed, that's suspension of operation between the three parties. But the government of Manipur have already withdrawn it. But center is still supporting. That means you are harboring a terrorist. Are you harboring a terrorist to kill a innocent civilian citizen of Manipur? And today you are claiming to say that you have to remove the name of a Manipur in a Manipur state bus. Then if I say that सारे जात से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, then if I can travel from Kashmir to Kanyakumari freely, then why not in Manipur since last 2 years? That is the question as a responsible citizen of India. I am asking to the government as well as all the political parties of our countries. It is not only for the present ruling government, it is also responsible for opposition parties of our country to look into the matter of our this small state Manipur. You are saying that it's a small state, it is a conflict between two communities, but how long we can have to tolerate and suffer? You see the economic condition of the state is the highest in India. On the other hand, we are talking about 5 trillions of world economy. India is leading in that. But we are suffering in Manipur in the highest inflation rate in our country itself. So my dear media fraternity, please do highlight. And lastly, I would like to say, we the people of Manipur, this peace-loving community, that we don't want any violence, but we will never surrender or we will never tolerate to defend our land and to protect our integrity with the coexistence of 34 communities which have been living for the last many thousands years. Let us not divide Manipur by the sectoral or external force or by the politics, by the name of religion. Let us be united. Let us save Manipur. If Manipur is divided, it just means India is divided. So I will appeal to all my media fraternities and my brothers and sisters. It is high time that we unite and come forward and speak for Manipur and look forward for Manipur, and let us make Manipur a peaceful and progressive state. Thank you all.